If she wants to be a very good person, she would have just called him and tell him that this what happened. I'm sorry. But sending him a pre-wedding photo shoot, it's not fair now.
It's not fair.
After our edition talking about the heartbreak, and that I shared and Vincent shared his own about how our first heartbreak, a lot of people shared how their hearts were broken for the first time or whatever, the one they remembered. And it's so funny because I was thinking, I've seen it all, but these ones stood out. So we decided to choose just four for us to just check together and discuss. And if you have your own experience and you want to share with us, why not? We're here.
The first one is, she said, I checked his phone while he was sleeping, found he was talking to another lady, and I decided to end the relationship, only to find out through our mutual friend it was a reverse psychology. Dude was texting his own phone. Made sure I see it so I can break up. I felt horrible.
I think in that situation, to me, I feel like the first mistake she made was checking
the guy's phone.
There was a discussion that we had about would you check your partner's phone? And to me, everybody, we are all adults. If you are not comfortable and you are suspecting someone, rather than check the phone, confront them. But if you end it, this is what is always leading to.
That might not even solve the problem, because what you're suspecting might be wrong.
See, because another funny thing about it is the fact that guy, to me, is a bad boy. In the sense that he's using that as a psychology. Because if I can understand what she said, he intentionally made her see the messages, knowing that she will end it. So he doesn't want to end
the relationship.
Want her to feel like she was the one that ended it. But that's going to be very heartbreaking when she realizes
it is. And what the guy did was, to him, I want her to end the relationship. But some girls will not. Some girls will not.
They would rather cheat back on you.
Cheat back on you to get back on you, or they will stay. They will stay. They will say,
but for someone to go to that level, I think he knows the kind of person she is.
I think so. I think that's why the guy has.
That's the best way to just let her go. But to me, in my own mind, she ended the relationship on her own because of her prying nature. Because she wasn't supposed to. To me, she wasn't supposed to check his phone to start with.
Just like you said, you would have called him, talk.
Even when you see the text message, you don't have to believe. Call the number first. Because for her to realize now through their friend, she was in a hurry. So that means every problem that you face in your relationship, you quit. No, it doesn't make sense. Every single problem you face now in your own relationship, you just end it.
You don't have to end it.
No,
you have to say the end of it.
I see. You know what? Most people, they forget that you and your partner grew up from different background, different parents, different values,
different ideas.
So if you are not expecting a mistake or misunderstanding in a relationship, you need to stay in your father's house, because you have misunderstanding even with your siblings, your brothers and sisters. So how will you not expect not to have misunderstanding with your boyfriend that
whoever you're dating?
That's funny. The next one says, it took me to the restaurant we met for the first date on our 1 year anniversary. We had dinner, and when he dropped me off, he sent me a message claiming it was the roughest year he ever had. He said I had bad luck and never want to see me again. This landed me in a hospital.
Yeah, he really did. He went very far. I mean, to me, I feel the guy should have called her when he noticed some things after, the first date. Let's say like 2-3 months after. to have called her
and say this is what I
just
observed.
observe, and just and not for him to take it to that up to a year before he did that.
To me, most people realize that they are dating a very nice person,
Okay.
but their stars are not really in sync. It's not working for each other,
Yeah.
because you meet somebody and your life go up, you become everything you want to be.
Yeah.
And you date somebody, you stay where you are, no progress. And you date some people, you are going down. So it doesn't mean the other person that is dated is a bad person.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
it's just like you guys spiritually are not matching.
We're not compatible spiritually. Yeah. Well, you're right. I think I've experienced something like that. And what I did was I quickly cut it off. I quickly called the person, and I explained to her that, see, this is what is going. You can see physically what is going on. So
I think that guy also was trying to do that by giving her a last treat.
a last
But I
treat.
don't think it's really what it's.
But it took him a whole year.
Maybe I'm not defending the dude, but maybe he was trying to figure it out if he was wrong about her. And at the same time, I feel like taking her back to the
Same
restaurant.
Yeah.
Maybe the dude was trying to restart his
Okay.
life again, because that was where he started.
So he want to end it where he started from.
So that's a fresh start. But any which way, that's heartbreaking. It doesn't have to tell her that
Yeah.
she has bad luck.
Bad luck. And even if he's gonna tell her, there's a way he would have put it before her, for her to know that, okay, maybe this is what this guy is saying, indirectly.
Yeah, some people will say there's no nice way to end a relationship, but at the same time, there are understanding ways.
Yeah, because you don't know where you meet.
She even said she landed in the hospital. Just imagine now if she passes out or she dies.
She died, and that's the end.
So you now say because you have a policy?
I just feel the guy should have.
You should have stopped it a long time ago.
Early, and just explain to her in a way that she's gonna understand that this is what is going on, and both parties will part
ways. In a nice way.
Yeah, in a nice way.
And because it's 1 year anniversary, maybe the lady was even expecting a proposal.
Yeah, of course. What would you expect when you're dating someone for a whole year?
Now only for him to.
We were expecting the guy to one day to go on his knees and present the ring to her.
That's not good.
I just feel what the guy did was
it was wrong, and you should remember, what if it's his sister?
Yeah, it took it too far.
But I'm sure the lady moved on.
Someone says she sent me a pre-wedding photo shoot with the same man she had told me was her uncle living abroad. Before then, she actively planned wedding with me. I guess I was a backup plan. It was a kind of pain I never felt before.
In a way, if you look at the condition and the inflation in countries now, I think I will support that lady, even though she did something wrong by leading him on. But obviously, it was a backup plan in case the one abroad fails, right? Then she will use him. But to me, I think he dodged a bullet, because if he had gotten married to such a lady and eventually the other one in abroad start coming back, it's 50-50 that she will not cheat on him with him and eventually elope. She did him a favor.
But at the same time, to things like that, in my if it to be some people that will not be able to absorb the shock.
The shock, right?
They might commit suicide.
No, they say they will tell you man up. Because he's a man. You see, I've discovered something about life generally. Most people think about themselves alone. And when it comes to a breakup, they really don't care about how you are going to feel or where you are going to end.
Yeah.
You understand? So with that in mind, I think most people should just learn to have a thick skin. Because if you don't have thick skin, people will keep playing you, because you will feel like people are nice. A lot of people are not.
Yeah. And another thing I also would like to advise guys in this manner, it could fall on the side of the man or the woman. But if it's a guy, if you're dating someone and your girlfriend or whoever introduces you to someone as an uncle or cousin, you also need to be very, very
investigate.
Yeah, investigate.
Is he really your uncle?
Investigate very well. She might even decide to tell you to talk to him or her.
Now they
Because
do
which is
that a lot.
planned.
They do that a
But you
lot.
should also do your normal home investigation to really be sure, so that you won't fall into the same problem that we were talking about here.
Most people, most ladies are dating or they're getting married now, not because they love who they are getting married to. Most of the time now, it's for a
Okay.
poverty alleviation.
Okay.
Because there is no way you will tell me that lady was not having intimacy with this guy he left behind. But so this guy that is in abroad now that she got married with, whatever, is the best option she has.
You have.
If she didn't have that one, this other guy at home will be the one that will eventually. And such a person with such a tendency, if she's married, that's why I say he dodged a bullet. Because
Yeah.
if she got married to the guy at home, and then somebody tempts her with a better option, she's still gonna leave.
Yeah, she's gonna leave.
So to me, she sounded like someone that doesn't really have principles. If she wants to be a very good person, she would have just called him and tell him that this what happened. I'm sorry, but sending him a pre-wedding photo shoot, it's not fair now.
It's not fair.
That is not good.
She really hit the guy,
And
on the bad side.
and the painful thing about life is that people suddenly quickly forget the good past, the good times you had together, the favor you've done, the favor they've done to you. They quickly forget about that and simply move on like nothing ever
As if
happened.
nothing ever happened. Because and the way some people break up with their partners most times or nowadays, it's not really a nice thing.
Encouraging,
they don't,
eh?
at all. It discourages some other people.
Sometimes
to
they
go
don't
into
even give you
relationship.
notice.
Yes.
It's just through text message.
So sometimes when guys do something, they'll say, "Oh,
Men are the same.
Men are all the same. That's how that's how men are. This and that. No, but something must have happened. Before.
Aside from something must have happened, I just feel like if you want to end the relationship, you weigh the pros and the cons. What has he done? What has she done for me? Does it really worth me breaking up or hurting him or hurting her?
Or even if you really means you breaking up with her or him, at least there's a way you do it.
Be nice, right?
Yeah, be nice. There's a way you do it in such a way that the other person will not feel bad.
Yeah, but they also say at the same time that people now look out for themselves alone. The fact that they're smiling with you doesn't mean they want your happiness. If the moment you stop feeling that vacuum they want, they move to the next person. Yeah. And they will leave you and they're not even sorry about it.
They don't even bother, they don't even care.
So the next one says, I supported him when he lied to the police. He was let go by the police and he said I was too smooth with the lie and wouldn't be able to differentiate when I say the truth. He ended it. I felt like running mad. Never again. She tried to help him get out of trouble.
When he was in trouble.
So she now took the blame. She's now the one at fault because she lied smoothly. That's why I always tell people, this psychological thing, you have to be very careful. Most people are watching you when you are in a relationship. If you lie for them or you lie against them, they are observing. Now, if you lie for him and he knows you are lying, it will be very hard for him to believe you next time when you're trying to defend yourself about something, because he has already confirmed you are a smooth liar. So it's better to just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, instead of saying lie, just keep your mouth shut. If you know you can't say the truth, just keep your mouth shut.
I feel bad, and I think she did it because she was in love with him.
She was really in love. And
I was trying to get him out of trouble.
Yeah, that shows that the guy didn't really love her.
No, maybe he loved her, but the trust is broken.
Yeah, but they said love covered a multitude of sins. So if that is the case, the guy shouldn't have done that because she was getting him to get out of trouble. So the guy shouldn't have let it go like that.
Well, as I said earlier, most people are not really in their right senses. I always feel like any excuse would do when you want to break up with somebody. Any single excuse. If you sniff too much, can break. And if you like, even though you did the right thing to save your relationship, and she feels like no,
You
or
didn't
it
do the
feels like
right.
no,
You
so
end it.
I feel like anything can break
A
a
relationship.
relationship that want to be broken.
Yeah.
And no matter how bad it is, if this person wants his or her relationship to work, he will make it work.
Yeah, it makes yeah, yeah.
So in other words, let's just agree to disagree that you are better off with people who cannot stand up and defend your relationship or find excuses to end
To
your
get in a
relationship.
relationship. I
The
think
moment you have that, you're good.
I will also say this and I will keep saying it again. If you're in a relationship and you want to end it, please end it well. Don't end it in such a way that you won't be able to talk to each other again.
Again,
No, don't do it that way. Because you never can tell where you meet,
where you meet or where you need
where
the
you need
person.
the person.
Yeah,
So
to me, I still feel like most people end a relationship not thinking about the future.
yeah,
They are
yeah.
so selfish about their principles, about what they think. Some
Selfish,
people will even conjure,
self-centered. Yeah,
some people will even conjure up reasons, even though they know it's wrong, but they will still conjure that thing up
definitely.
to
Yeah,
feel right.
exactly.
But that is where conscience comes into play.
Yeah.
Your conscience will always judge you.